sure you know by now, I'm Robson Green, the actor who likes to dabble in the sport of fishing. In fact, for over 30 years, I was quite happy just fishing for salmon and trout on the tranquil rivers of the northeast.
But a couple of years ago, that all changed.
Over 2 series of extreme fishing, my eyes have been open to some of the most mind-blowing fishing on the planet.
Oh my God! Look at this creature!
I've had the lows. No! And I've had the highs.
Yeah, baby!
And quite frankly, I'm addicted.
Where is why we came here? Look at that fish!
Now I'm back for more. Much more.
Yes! It's time for the Extreme Fishing World Tour!
I'm going to be spending the next 4 out of 5 months on the road.
Yes! We did it!
Travelling over 60,000 miles
To 14 different countries
on 4 different continents.
Yes! And he's in!
This is angling heaven. All in the most extreme conditions imaginable. I'll be chucking a hook into 9 different seas and oceans. Meeting all kinds of crazy fishermen.
Why not? Why not? Why not?
And risking life and limb. All in pursuit of the scariest,
Oh my goodness! Yes!
weirdest,
I have always wanted to catch one of these!
most powerful fish on the planet.
This is the longest I have ever had to fight a fish.
Yes! It's my biggest ever challenge.
That fish.
Oh yes.
We got a fish on! Yes! We got him! This is Extreme Fishing!
My epic fishing odyssey is starting somewhere truly spectacular in 2 of Africa's most extraordinary countries, the beautiful Zambia and the undiscovered Zimbabwe. Between them, they are home to some of the most challenging and phenomenal fishing locations on the planet, including the mighty Zambezi River and the magnificent Victoria Falls.
Yes, I'm off on the Extreme Fishing World Tour.
Nestled in the heart of southern Africa, Zimbabwe and Zambia may be a long, long way from home, but it's gonna be worth it. It's a fishing mecca.
And Kilimanjaro, one of the most iconic landmarks in the world. Stunning. Absolutely stunning. 10 o'clock in the morning, and the African sun is hot.
I'm on my way to one of Africa's largest lakes, Kariba, slap bang on the border between Zambia and Zimbabwe. It's fisherman's paradise because it's home to over 50 different species of fish. And I'm hoping to catch an African freshwater giant here, the awesome Vundu catfish, which can grow to well over 100 pounds.
Morning. Wise, how are you? I'm very well. Kaylee?
Nice to meet you.
Robson.
Thank you.
Taking me on the lake are 2 local fishermen, Wise Malaya and Kaylee Sikaloba.
Do you think we'll catch today,
Yeah,
boys?
we will.
We will?
Yeah.
We will? You heard it. Come on then. Come on then. Let's go.
We're heading to Wise's favourite fishing place, and on first glance, he's chosen well.
I can see why you like this spot, Wise. A fish farm.
Sadly, this is a bream hatchery, so there's no Vundu catfish waiting for me in there. But Wise is confident they'll be lurking nearby.
Now, Wise, is your ambition to catch the biggest Vundu on Lake Kariba?
If the sizes go up to maybe like a cow, I want to catch that one.
What, a fish the size of a cow?
Yes, please.
A fish that size would be a cracking start, but I can't imagine what will happen if he hooks a catfish as big as a Vundu on a hand line. Vundu are most active at the end of the day, so all we can do now is wait.
Hey, Wise.
Yeah.
I think the fish are having the night off. Where are they?
Patience will pay us.
Patience will pay us. You're dead right. I apologise. It's just it's a fishing show, and it's really important that we get a fish. Night's drawing in. Right, patience, Robson. Patience. In the words of Wise, patience pays. Very wise words from a wise man called Wise. Oh, come on.
But just when I'm wondering if we'll ever catch, we get a nibble. And guess what? It's on Wise's hand line.
Bloody hell, Wise is in. Are you in, Wise? Yeah, have you got one?
Yeah.
Yes?
You think this is Vundu?
Yes.
How do you know it's a Vundu?
It's very powerful.
Yes.
And it's pulling, yeah.
In the darkness, it's impossible to tell if we're making any headway at all. One false move and the catfish will break the line and scarper.
Wise? Any idea where it is?
Somewhere there.
Somewhere out there. In the 200 miles that is Lake Kariba. Wise! I think this is the cow you're after.
Unbelievable. You wait hours for one cow, then two come along at once.
On the other line again.
What? You got two?
Yeah.
What? You got two catfish?
Yeah.
That's just the icing on the cake. Not only you got a monster on Wise's line, we've now got a monster on the other bloody hand line that was set earlier.
But we can't afford to let the lines get tangled,
Okay, spotlight.
or we'll lose both fish.
It's going like a well-oiled machine. Jesus Christ, this is the small one. Oh my, that's small! Kaylee, have you still got your eye on the big one?
No, this one's like you lost it.
You've lost the big one?
Yes. The line is cut off, I think.
What?
Now you know me, normally at this point I would start swearing. A lot. But right now there's another fish to pull in. And it turns out it's a bit bigger than we all thought.
Whoa! I can't get him in this net! I cannot get him in this net! Bring him in, bring him in, bring him in! Well done, lad! Well done!
It's over 4 foot long and so heavy it takes two of us to lift it.
Check, watch it, because watch the spikes and the fins there. Watch the spikes here. They'll go in you, my darling. Okay. Yes! Well done, Wise! That's what we came for! Look at that! The Vundu catfish! This is top dog in here. This is the Muhammad Ali of Lake Kariba. Beautiful! Well done! What did you say? Patience pays. You happy?
I'm very happy.
Very happy?
Very happy.
You happy, Kelly? Now, what should we do with this? Do we give it to the locals or should we put it back?
I think we'll give it to the locals.
You give it to the locals?
I think give it to
Yeah. This would feed a lot of families, eh?
Yeah.
This could feed about 20 families, I think. You're all having Vundu tonight! Thank you for the experience.
Welcome.
Thank you very much. And that is an extreme fish!
I'm about to enter one of the most exciting fishing destinations in the world. Zimbabwe. Before the political unrest, sports fishermen flocked to this area. Now, the situation is calmer and the anglers are returning. Before I go in though, I thought I'd pick up a little pocket money at the local Bureau de Change.
And that's $50 billion. There you go. That's for you. $1.
$1.
And $2. Right. See, I told my agent I don't get out of bed for less than 50 billion. And I've just got one of the biggest banknotes ever printed. $100 trillion. Better get to work then.
As the dodgy currency suggests, Zimbabwe is one of the poorest places on earth, and after years of political unrest, it also became one of the most dangerous. These days things are a bit more stable, but foreign film crews are still viewed with suspicion. At the border, I'm already in trouble.
Just being told to switch the camera off, otherwise I get arrested.
But after I apologised profusely for Unchained Melody, they eventually let me in.
Well, we're in Zimbabwe. And guess what? It's fine.
Behind the headlines lies an intriguing and intoxicating country. And the fishing's not bad either. I'm heading to Lake Materi, a flooded valley in the southeast of Zimbabwe, which supplies water to the surrounding sugarcane plantations. And apparently daybreak round here is something special.
Well, they told me the view was good outside my little chalet here, but I didn't know it was this good. For all its troubles, Zimbabwe is a stunning part of the world.
The trees and plants in the lake provide an ideal habitat for fish, and particularly the species that I'm after today, the wide-mouthed bass. It's an extraordinary sports fish, and one I've always wanted to catch.
Justin,
My guide is top bass fisherman Justin Booth.
my first day's fishing in Zimbabwe.
What a pleasure.
I got a good feeling, Justin.
The turmoil in Zimbabwe has kept tourists and anglers away, but keen fishermen from neighbouring South Africa like Justin have continued to come here. And it's not hard to see why. Justin knows this lake like the back of his hand, and he's confident we'll find the bass feeding among the reeds. And it is Justin who's in first.
There's a bass. Are you in? Oh, it's a good fish.
He's got me so snagged up.
He's so snagged in there, hasn't he?
I better go and fetch him.
Don't lose it, Justin. Oh, Justin! What an extraordinary looking creature. We've only been fishing for 20 minutes. Look at that! It's the wide-mouthed bass of Materi Lake. Why is it called a wide-mouthed bass? That's why this creature is a serious predator.
It's a good size one too. Should we wait?
Yep.
7 pounds, 1 ounce.
Well done. Right, what time is it? 20 past 8. Right, we'll fish till 12 o'clock. How about like a gentleman's wager? Little competition, eh?
Are you sure about that?
I've heard you're pretty good. So we'll see what? Biggest fish?
Absolutely. I think that's a good idea.
Yeah, and the loser cooks lunch?
Sounds good to me.
So the competition is on. I haven't even had a bite yet, but I fancy me chances. I've fished all over the world. Surely I've learnt enough to take Justin on at his own game.
Fisherman all your life, Justin?
Pretty much so. I'm originally from South Africa and I've represented the country about 15 times, over 15 years. Been to the States.
You kept that quiet when I was asking about the competition. I don't stand a chance, Justin.
No.
You lured me into a false sense of security, didn't you? Back home we call that cheating.
Oh dear.
Oh dear indeed. Looks like I'm going to be on lunch duty.
How'd you like your bass done, Justin? Grilled? Fried? Poached?
I think grilled.
Grilled? Okay. Consider it done.
Back to the competition. And this plucky Geordie minnow's not giving up that easily.
That's a fish.
Have you got it?
Yeah,
Yes.
that's a fish.
There you go.
We're in.
Hold him.
We are in, and he's a good one. Oh, he might be bigger than yours, Justin.
Keep going in.
Yes!
There's your first bass.
I'm so happy. My first ever big mouth bass. And my first ever fishing trip in Zimbabwe. Really chuffed, Justin.
But have I beaten his 7-pounder?
3.1 pounds.
No. But not to worry. There's plenty more fish in the lake.
You in? he's in again. Oh, no.
Justin, oh, he's a beauty. Unfortunately, Justin seems to be catching them all.
Well done, Justin. I can see why your trophy cabinet's full. That went for my lure. Been a referee on this. Sweating on the money, but he's on my hook.
This is not going to plan. I need to up my game.
Yes.
Little male. There you go. And that one's got a bit of a problem. Its head's going too close to its tail.
Okay, it's small, it's a male, but you know what? I'm proud of that. That's a lovely looking fish.
Then another bite.
Yes, we're in.
Yeah, got the same problem as that other one.
Same result.
Beautiful little one.
Clearly, it's nowhere near 7 pounds. And as the competition nears its end, the next fish could win or lose it for either of us.
Oh, yeah, he's big. Oh,
That's a good one.
And this one is definitely on my hook.
oh, he's a big one. Oh, he's a big one. You're not helping me now, Justin, are you? I think I might have done it, Justin.
Yeah. Watch that needs to take the
Oh, Justin.
on that.
Get in! 2 minutes ago, and I catch my biggest one of the day. I don't think it's bigger than 7 pound, but it's the biggest one I've ever had.
Right, should we weigh it? Here we go. 4 pounds 1 ounce. Nice fish. Nice fish.
It looked a lot bigger than that, but you know, if in doubt, exaggerate.
Exactly.
So I've been beaten. But I don't mind admitting defeat to an international champion and humbly accept my forfeit of cooking the winning catch.
All right, Justin. Watch you don't strain yourself, bunny lad. Today, I'm Zimbabwe's answer to Fanny Craddock. Right, 1 onion, about to chop it. Voila. You might be good at fishing, but nobody chops an onion like Robson greens. A few minutes, belly. There you go, sir. Yep. Go on, tuck in, Justin. See what it tastes like.
I'm impressed.
Thank you. Perfect. Just when you thought it couldn't get any better, it has. That's an extraordinary day, Justin.
Thanks, Robson.
Pleasure to meet you.
You too.
I really mean that.
Fresh from the bitter taste of defeat, but with the sweet taste of wild bass still in my mouth, I'm continuing my journey towards the Victoria Falls. But first, I'm stopping off at the village of Kariba, on the Zimbabwean side of the huge lake of the same name. Lake Kariba was once a popular holiday destination, but as tourism has declined, another industry has flourished: fishing. Despite being nearly 500 miles inland, Kariba is home to a thriving commercial fishery, and I come here to try my hand at it.
And this is what I'm after. The Tanganyika sardine, or kapenta as they call it around here. I know what you're thinking. Small. Doesn't really seem extreme. But this is a major source of protein in these parts. So it's quite an important little tiddler. And I'm going to try and catch them.
Every morning, large catches of kapenta are brought in and laid out on racks to dry under the African sun. They may be tiny, but the 20,000 tons caught annually helps to feed a population. But how on earth do they get so many? Moses Daniel has been fishing here for over 15 years, and today he's going to teach me.
Hey Moses.
Hi, Mr. Robson.
Muroi Makadi.
Takasimba.
Now then, Moses.
I hear you're the best Kapenta fisherman round here.
Yeah, sure.
Is that true?
That is 100%.
We'll catch some?
We're going to catch.
Yeah?
Yes, that is the job.
Great. Okay.
Yeah.
Let's go. You show me how to catch Kapenta.
Yeah, sure.
These fishing boats are certainly unique. I've never seen or heard anything like them.
It's a nice view!
Sure.
Yeah, shame about the noise!
Yeah, whatever.
Kapenta are caught overnight, using light to attract them. So they're a bit like the fishy equivalent of moths.
So, here's my question.
Yeah.
Why do Kapenta and other small fish like sardines
Yeah.
enjoy light at night? Why do they go for the light?
It's like a miracle on the tank.
It's like a miracle.
On the tank.
And like a miracle in the dark.
Yes.
I love it.
Yes.
Once we've reached our fishing spot, we turn on our lights. 2 above the water and 1 winched down into the depths of the lake, along with the net.
How far down will we put in the light?
25 meters.
25 meters. Lots of Kapenta.
Yes.
They love the miracle of your light.
Sure.
What happens now, Moses?
Now wait.
Yeah, how long?
2 hours.
2 hours.
Yes. You see now, these are Kapenta now.
Yeah, about 5. I see about 5.
More Kapenta.
Yes, hundreds.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Lots of Kapenta. Now we leave.
Excellent.
After 2 hours, Moses finally gives the okay to raise the net. But this is the tricky bit. 1 false move and they could all disappear in seconds.
The fish now becoming tired. We're going to switch off one light.
Yes.
After 5 minutes, we'll switch the second one. And then we'll stay 1 minute holding that light.
So switch the second one off.
Yes.
Leave the middle one on.
Yes.
Okay.
The delicate trick is to concentrate the tired Kapenta around the solitary remaining light, just below the surface.
So as soon as you drop the light, the fish will not scatter. They'll follow the light down.
Yes.
By then dropping it lower in the water, the fish are lured down with it into the middle of the net, from where there is hopefully no escape. Well, that's the theory.
When the light went to the bottom, all the fish vanished. And they pulled the net up. I can't see any. I bloody hope they're still there.
But this is Moses' livelihood, so even with me and his crew, he's not about to let the fish slip through the net.
Wow! Look at them all shimmering in there! Like thousands and thousands of jewels of the Lake Kariba! Look at that! There's thousands of them! I'm so happy! And to think, on a good night, they'll fill about 8 to 10 boxes like this! You can see why it's so sought after. And what they do now is they're going to salt them, they're going to dry them in the Zimbabwean sun, and then distribute them. So there's no need for refrigeration. Effective and economical. And really fun.
The protein-rich catch is immediately preserved in salt. Once dried and packed, it will fetch around £2.50 a kilo. But Moses keeps a handful of the fresh stuff aside for a well-earned midnight feast.
But it tastes good, yes?
You shall see.
I shall see.
Maybe when you go back to India, you can't take this Zimbabwe just to cook Kapenta.
Okay.
Yes.
Sounds good. This is the moment of truth. That's what this is, the moment of truth.
That tastes beautiful, Moses.
Yes.
Moses, thank you.
You too?
You're a lovely fella.
That's right.
And you're a fine fisherman.
That's right.
That's right. I'm following the mighty Zambezi upriver towards my eventual goal of fishing at one of the 7 wonders of the natural world, the breathtaking Victoria Falls. But I'm going to spend today on the legendary waters of the upper Zambezi, in search of one of the ultimate predatory fish in the world. It may be small, but pound for pound, it's one of the greatest fighting fish on earth. Ladies and gentlemen, I give you the tiger fish. My guide for the day is one of the Zambezi's finest anglers.
Hey, Gerard.
South African Gerard Simpson. Another perfect day for fishing.
Yeah, can't complain about the weather.
Okay, Robson, what we're going to do today is we're going to drift along and fish all these little rocky outcrops and see if we can get a fish.
Yeah? What are we likely to bang into at these spots?
Well, there's tiger fish. There's also about 5 different species of tilapia, which are also known as bream.
I'd be happy to catch a bream, of course, but it's what eats the bream that I really want.
Into that nice little bay there, Robson. Looks quite good.
It's only a matter of time.
No, it's off. Get another one up there.
Damn it!
Nice cast.
Oh, yeah, they went for it, Just do that again. Whoa, yes. No,
One.
he came off. Ah, God damn it! God damn it, you had such a good go. I know it may seem a lack of vocabulary and a lack of sensitivity, but quite frankly, that really me off.
The thing with a tiger fish is because it's got such a hard mouth, 7 out of every 10 tiger you hook, you don't land.
Really?
And so far you've had 2 and converted none.
Okay.
We'll see how it goes.
Now you tell me, Gerard. That deserves a fish, Gerard. So I know they're down there, but actually getting one into the boat is going to be a real challenge.
Nice cast.
Yeah, we just cast about 10 feet. And it's
it came off.
Gerard, man! Gerard! Gerard, I can't cope. Gerard, I really can't cope. Stop it. Why are you laughing? It's hysteria, isn't it?
That's what happens.
Okay, just deep breath. You know what that was, don't you?
Tiger. It's tiger fish. That's number 3.
I'm getting ever so slightly frustrated. Surely one of them has to stay on, doesn't it? So, Gerard, are you confident?
Robson, I reckon before the sun hits that horizon, we'll have a tiger fish in the boat. Got to be a fish here somewhere, Robson. Got to be a fish here somewhere. Oh, nice cast.
That deserves a fish. God damn it, Paulie! Gerard! Jesus! God damn it! I'm busy!
Definitely a tiger fish, that.
That's me 4th.
Yep.
By the time I lose 7, it'll be bloody dark. I think today we've been actually master anglers.
Yeah.
This is the fish's fault. It's the only time I'm going to say it in this whole show. Actually, the fish are to blame here. The old excuses are the best. But right now, that's all I've got. Or is it? I'm into a fish! Stay on this time and it's running, and I think I'm into a tiger. Take the stream on that. Whatever it is. You hear that reel screaming? Gerard was right. Before the sun went down, we bag into what we came for. Oof! Look at that.
You know what? It's a bream.
Are you kidding me? Oh,
That is called a Nimwe.
I'm happy. I caught it. It's a stunning fish. The Nibwe, golden like the African sun.
Flying fish.
And that's how you release the Nibwe. My way. You launch them like that. I'm sorry, Gerard.
So I've caught a fish. Okay, it's not the one I'm after, but there's still time. Just about.
Oh, look at that. Come on. Just look at the colour of that sun. Look at the colour of the sun. Yeah, it's the orange. You predicted. Shall I put a bit more tension on here, Gerard?
Yeah,
He's running.
just keep the line tight. Let him run when he wants to run. If it's a tiger, he's going to jump.
Whatever it is, it's turbocharged. Oh, it's off.
That's fishing. Would that be number 5?
Gerald, my silence speaks volumes. I cannot externalize what I am internalizing at the moment, because I would never work again for the language that is about to come out my mouth. So, for those of you back home, close your ears, turn the sound down now. For I've had a great time. We'll turn the volume off.
And with that tirade, the elusive tigerfish has got the better of me.
Alas, the sun has set. But me and Gerard will live to fight another day. We will not be defeated. We will catch the tiger. I promise you. Well, this isn't extreme fishing with Robson Green.
But it's not going to be easy, because now we've reached my most challenging fishing location ever. Yes, in our quest to catch the tigerfish, we've arrived at the largest waterfall in the world, the Victoria Falls, or to give it its local name, Mozi Owatunya, the smoke that thunders. At the bottom of these huge falls, there's a totally unique fishing spot, invitingly called the Boiling Pot, and there are probably only about 100 people that have fished down there before me. Oh, I'm not scared or anything. I'm terrified. Still, at least they've laid on a nice hotel just above the falls before my impending doom.
Hello. How are you?
Good afternoon. Welcome to Rolling Stone.
Thank you.
Iced tea.
Iced tea, lovely. Afternoon. Zebra staying at the hotel.
I'm hoping that Gerard will be able to calm my nerves.
It looks like one of the most dangerous locations I'm ever going to fish in. Is it safe?
Statistically, Robson, it's safer than driving a car. But there are some big rapids to negotiate, so it can be quite adrenaline pumping stuff.
Good. Have you ever come a cropper, Gerard?
I don't know if you want to ask me that question or if I should
Have you
answer.
ever come a cropper, Gerard?
I've been upside down once or twice.
With the fishing rod in your hand?
No, the rod was stowed away.
I was going to say, I hope there wasn't a fish on, especially a tiger.
Talking to Gerard has done nothing to ease my worry. What I need now is a bit of quiet contemplation in my room. Fat chance.
Oh, great, there's a monkey come in my room. It's after me nuts. Right, this is a masterclass of how to get a monkey out of your room. Watch and learn. Now, shoot. 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 Oh, God! Oh, God! No! Yeah, see? This is what happens if you go for my nuts again. Be warned. Right. Wonder what they taste like.
Okay, enough monkeys. I've reached the final destination on my journey along the mighty Zambezi River, the immense Victoria Falls, where every minute 40,000 tons of water plummet into the boiling pot 100 meters below. And that's exactly where I'm going this morning, to try and catch a fish with my guide Gerard Simpson. With names like Devil's Toilet Bowl and Gnashing Jaws of Death, the rapids here are among the wildest anywhere on the planet. And we're going to row up them to get to our fishing spot.
Right, Robson, here we are, the mighty Zambezi. So what we're going to do is we're going to arm you with a helmet and a life jacket.
Okay.
That is the wrong way around. That is the right way around.
Okay.
Right, onto the jacket.
Okay.
It's going to tighten it up a bit. Don't worry if you can't breathe. You can't breathe underwater anyway, so relax.
I know you said relax. I've never been so unrelaxed in my life, but I think I'll get used to it. And I think there's something very special around that corner.
Very much so.
We'll be tackling the rapids later, but first Gerard rows us up towards the boiling pot. I'm terrified.
Look up there, Robson.
Oh my God.
The adrenaline is pumping, but I've never been so excited.
There it is! One of the most awesome and incredible fishing spots you're ever likely to get! This is extreme fishing!
We're perching ourselves on a pile of rocks precariously wedged between two curtains of water. But we're here for a good reason.
Right, Robson, there's tiger fish in here. So let's try and cast onto the eddy line, onto the moving water, and then bring it back through the still water where it's wailing up. Normally the tiger will hang around here, and anything that swims past, they'll come up and whack it.
Right, my first ever cast into the boiling pot under the biggest waterfall in the world. The reason why the tiger is such a ferocious predator, the tiger fish that is because there's so much oxygen in the water. It's like an enormous testosterone injection.
And that's exactly what I'll get if I bang into one. So, can I finally tame the tiger?
Oh, we're in. I think we're into our first tiger. Oh, yes! It is!
But will it stay on this time?
Whoa, he's away!
Oh yes! I've got him!
That's right!
It's not a monster, but it's a decent tiger.
There it is! Hydrocynus vittatus! The tiger fish! Hydrocynus vittatus means water dog, but it looks nothing like a dog and don't fight like a dog, it fights like a tiger! Ferocious predator! Incredibly strong! Fights way above its weight! And can you believe that you can catch fish under a waterfall like that? Why the tiger? Look at the stripes along the lateral side there. The coloration of the fins, absolutely stunning. This has to be one of the most beautiful fish I have ever seen. But here is the real danger with this fish. That is the last thing a little piece of prey will ever see when confronted with the tiger. How happy am I? Take a wild guess. What a fish.
That has to be one of the best fishing days of my life. I'm on such a high, I've almost forgotten about those terrifying rapids just around the corner. Almost.
Alright, here we go. Let's get this party started.
What could possibly go wrong? Oh!
Yes, Gerard has one other favourite fishing spot to show me, and there's only one way to get there.
Oh, this looks scary.
Screamed a lot.
Gerard's final spot better be worth the effort.
Bloody hell. I think we turned the corner and reached Antigua. What a beautiful beach.
Now, Robson, the only thing about this is we need to get down there. And the only way to get down there is by jumping in there and swimming to there.
So just when you thought it couldn't get any more extreme, you want me to jump off a small cliff?
Unfortunately, it's the only way down.
The things I do for this programme.
Okay, Robson, here we are, below rapid number 9.
Yep.
On private little beach. So let's have a look what we get here.
What a place. How lucky am I? My Uncle Matson, who taught me to fish, will be looking at me now on TV and going, "You lucky little Geordie git. You're nowhere near as good a fisherman as I am, and you're getting all the bloody trips."
And as if to prove a point, I can't get a bite here. But after my tiger fish this morning, this is one occasion on which I really couldn't give a monkey's.
Today, hand on heart, is a day I will never ever forget for the rest of my life, and I really mean that.
Well, that's
That
great.
has been the most spectacular trip of my life, and I just want to thank you for it.
Absolute pleasure.
Taxi!
Well, you didn't think I was going to swim back up, did you? What a magical trip it's been.
I'm so happy! I'm into a fish!
Not a bad start to my world tour.
Oh, look at that! Good night!
My next fishing destination is Kenya, as I tackle the king of all game fish.
What? We're going to do something big!
And do battle with an old nemesis once and for all.
Oh, yes, the Dorado! Please don't